Happy Saturday, lovely nobodies. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Saturday to every single one of you beautiful, amazing psychics, intuitives, healers, those of you who have this spidey sense to the gods. Okay, those of you who could walk into a room and read everybody in the room, welcome to you all. I love every single one of you. Happy Saturday. Come in, come in, come in. If you think you landed on this video by accident, you did not. If you think that it's popped into your feed for some odd reason and you have no idea why, it's because you're supposed to be here. So you did not land here by accident. I invite you to stay tuned in, tapped in, turned on to what Spirit is going to bring in tonight. I'm excited for what messages are about to come through. Today has been a super amazing day spiritually for me. I had a psychic fair today, so a lot of great energy today. And I do feel like tonight, especially this Saturday, today, the answer to the confirmation for the revelation of, I feel like you guys are going to get something from this video. So like this video if it resonates with you guys. Subscribe to our channel. Follow us on Instagram at lovelyknowbody. And guys, click that notification bell if you want to get the video as soon as I drop it. If you feel like this video will resonate with anybody, talk about it with them. Share the video with them. Send it to them. Drop it in their DMs. But guys, for those of you who are new, I am Christy, your lovely nobody. I am clairvoyant, psychic, medium, intuitive, healer, see it all, know it all. And that's not tooting my own horn. It's just some of us, you guys know. For some of you, you just know what you know, and you know that you receive outside information, right? Outside of the tangible information and your energy, and you use that. So I appreciate all of you for allowing me to be a conduit for your ancestors, for energy that is trying to either communicate with you, get a message through to you, conduit in the light that is. So don't be having your jacked up ancestors run up on me tonight. We are very protected in the light over here. So for those of you who are looking to get a reading from me, my information is in the description box of this video, as well as in the about section of my channel. Hit me up. Readings are $75 for 1 hour. If you are a couple and you want to come with your person to get a reading from me, those readings are $140 for the two of you to come and have a session with me in the gang, your gang, my gang, God, the divine, your ancestors, source, energy, the light, whatever you want to call it, the supreme being, that thing that exists outside of us. I say that a lot. If you want to be a part of this collective, like I said, this is really about really facing oneself, conquering every level of oneself, the good, the bad, the ugly of oneself, and not being afraid to do so, not being afraid, and I just heard not being afraid to step in the valley of the shadow of death of you, right? To tap into maybe things in our life or things in areas of our life to where we can shine a light on and really illuminate, right, our position, right, in a situation where we saying how we're presenting ourselves, that thing that happened to us. Okay, it keeps happening to me in my life, but now I need to understand that there's a part of me. So it goes without saying that you're here to find a part of yourself that maybe you've ignored for a little period of time. Maybe you're here tonight to just really get confirmation on something that you're looking to know, to hear, to find out about. You're waiting on the answer to. Maybe it'll come up tonight. So guys, right now, put that situation on your mind, right? That person. If you guys are looking for someone to come from the other side of a particular person, ask them to come in the light. If you have something that you are inquiring to spirit about, you feel like you know the answer, you're not sure, you maybe go back and forth with what to do, or actually choosing to, put it on your mind. Whatever it is, put it on your mind. I ask spirit to give me guidance. I ask for all whatever resonates with you to pop up tonight, for something that specifically speaks to each and every one of you. If you're here, I hope that what I say is your story, is your answer. is your aha moment tonight. I truly hope that for you. Okay, so I appreciate you all again. I love you so much. These readings are timeless, guys. They apply to past, present, or future energy. Don't make a story fit for yourself. That just does not. Gonna go down a tunnel of nowhere, right? So don't do that to yourself. If it doesn't resonate, it just doesn't. I would just encourage you to just, again, tune in, tap in, and turn on to the messages that Spirit has for you tonight. So we're just gonna go. We're just gonna go. Spirit, what messages do you have for these beautiful, lovely nobodies tonight? Messages for their highest good. Messages for their highest good, Spirit. Ooh, ooh. Okay. Messages for their highest good. One more. 3, 4, 5. I said one more that is 6 cards. So the number 6 might resonate with you. 2 cards came. 7. Spirit is like, no. So maybe this is a week. Maybe this is your week. This is a number 7. I asked for the number 6. Spirit gave me 7 cards. So 6 and 7 might resonate with some of you. Somebody might be born in June or July. We might have a Gemini Cancer here. Like a cusp baby is what I'm hearing. So some of you who are into astrology and signs, some of you who know you are a cusper, so there could be a cusper here in this reading. If you are a cusper, this is your reading. And meaning that the date of your birth falls on the line to where you could be between one sign or the other, right? That's a cusper. So guys, Queen of Swords is first card out, right? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Right after that, we got the Ace of Swords in the reverse, the 8 of Cups. Guys, you got the Star card with the Queen of Cups, Justice in the reverse, and the Devil in the reverse. Okay. So it goes without saying that we definitely have an air sign in this reading tonight. So if you are a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, Spirit is here for you tonight. Particularly Aquarius, if I had to call one out. There's also Aries, Leo, Sagittarius here, the sign of Capricorn, the sign of Libra, and the sign of Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Pretty much could be any sign, but I know some of you guys want to know specifically who these players are in your life. Guys, I'm just going to bring out as many intuitive messages and then also clarify with another deck for you tonight. So, these are your puzzle pieces though, however, right? So I'm just going to rattle them off as Spirit gives them to me. It's up to you guys to organize them and put them where they fit in your life if they resonate with you. I can already see there's a lot of blue in this card. These cards, the shades of the colors in these cards as I look at them, they go from like blues to like reds and like dark fiery colors. So what I can just say on that is for lovely nobodies, for you guys who have been dealing in areas to where maybe your energy has felt a little low. Maybe we physically could have been under the weather because blue is like a color of healing. For me, it's my color or symbol. Spirit knows that we communicate that blue for me is someone needs healing or someone is going through healing. So maybe someone's getting over a cold, some type of sickness. But what I feel is more there's this like somebody has just gotten over trying to get through this energetic upheaval that we've had. And I feel like it's with a past person in our energy. I do feel like I feel like someone in your energy, lovely nobody, I feel like you're at this place to where you realize either with a person, a situation, a thing, that something just is not working. And rather than for someone to continue to try to make it work, try to get them to change, try to change your approach, but that doesn't work. Just try to. It's like somebody has understood there's no more that I could do. I do love you or whatever you're tied to. It's like you definitely feel with this 8 of Cups that it's kind of bittersweet to have to detach from something, move on to another level of, but ultimately for some of you guys, a lot of you guys are coming out of this because the Star card tells me that somebody definitely is in their healing process already, right? Where some of you are already at the middle of this thing. And I do feel like somebody does want to communicate with you, lovely nobody, that you've had to honestly maybe heal from, that you've had to kind of like heal from a lot of things that they have said to you or done to you. If you haven't left this person or detached this person or been able to, maybe they are a family member, maybe they are someone that they could be your child, someone that you truly care about. But I do feel like there is this energy to where someone knows that in order to get to this next level of whatever that is for you, of a relationship, of career, of basically one's life journey, somebody knows that there's things that they want, that they have been praying for, working hard for. Some of you have been studying. Some of you have been doing a lot of work in manifesting this life of your dreams, or the ability to reach another level of success, let's just say, in a thing. For some of you, it is relationship. For some of you, it's career. But I do know, lovely nobody, there's a part of you that knows that you're about to delve so into the unknown of a thing that it's like a lot of you, I feel like, are having all these feels of, in order to become new, I got to detach from, right? I can't do that anymore. I can't hang out with them anymore. I can't think the same way anymore. I can't believe that thing anymore. And it's very, I'm not going to say challenging. I'm going to say more, they're showing me like somebody doing a workout in a gym. Like somebody is really having to do a lot of very rigorous, energetic work to do this, because a lot of you are detaching from things that you've known your whole life. That's the way I've always done it. I've always been attracted to, maybe allowing toxic friends and toxic things into my life. So it goes without saying that a lot of you are about to surpass and meet, right, the level of life that you have wanted to live for a very long time. But it does not come back without its struggle of, we're happy that we're elevating. We're back and forth with how many things we have to walk away from to do so. We know it's for our highest good, but I wish that they could come with me. I'm ready to move on to something bigger, better, and greater, but I can't hang out with them anymore. It's a lot of that, right? But someone knows, guys, that there is a level of a relationship, there is a level of being, believing, and there is a level of status that you see it for yourself. But it's like, I didn't realize that I'd have to go through so many endings. I didn't realize I'd have to walk away from so many things. And for some of you, you didn't realize you had, and this is according to you, you didn't realize you had as many toxicities as you actually do, right? Because as you release these people, these ideals, these beliefs, and I feel like a lot of you have gone through these periods of when you're starting to come out of it in this healing, you're like, I didn't even realize it was that bad, right? I didn't realize I was that I believed that I needed to keep that person in my life. And you go back, and this is for a lot of you, once you're starting to kind of come out of it, you look at it from the outside looking in, right? Because you have this vantage point. Spirit is showing me this vantage point. I'm going to clarify these cards in a second, but I'm getting a story here for a lot of you. And this energy can be in many different areas of one's life. This could be one of you guys that is going through multiple of these energies. So kind of like a bunch of these situations in different areas. So like what I'm talking about tonight could be happening to you in career, family, and in inner, right? It could be happening with children, work, and that recreational thing that you do. Whatever it is, it's like it could be happening in multiple areas of your life. For at least most of you watching this, you're going through this thing in one area of your life, right? You guys are like, I want to heal. I want to do better. I want to be better. I want to... And I'm getting this very much in even the energy that I feel myself sitting in right now. You guys just don't want to be the same anymore. You want to surpass these limitations that you realize now that we've put on ourselves. Okay. So kudos to a bunch of you, because a lot of you are realizing like, damn, it was only me holding myself back. Wow. It was only me telling myself that I couldn't, or it was only me that was allowing some part of myself that felt like I needed them to tell me that I couldn't or that I could when I never did. Is a lot of you are realizing how maybe indirect you have been with this Queen of Swords on a level before of not communicating like your wants, your needs to yourself, right? That way, which in turn maybe kind of had you hesitant with being honest with people that were around us. Meaning, I feel like there's a lot of you that maybe wanted to detach from a lot of people that you're doing it with now before. I feel like a lot of you wanted to walk away from these friend circles before. Maybe see some of you a long time ago wanted to release that belief system before. But there was something that someone was telling themselves, or something that maybe Lovely Nobody, you guys were allowing yourselves to stay in, because I'm gonna be real, for some of you, you were kind of afraid of your power, afraid. Some of you were afraid of becoming so powerful or being able to stand in your confidence on a level, almost like, again, afraid is in the fear of the unknown. Like, I don't know what that will really look like for me, right? It's something that I want to do, but the journey and getting there, ooh, what if I have to do it alone? Ooh, what if I have to, like, study a whole lot more to get that thing? What if I have to go back? There was a whole lot of that before. And I think one realized, if I keep waiting, if I keep tarrying, I'm gonna keep waking up at night, wishing, hoping, wanting, dreaming for something that I don't have. So it's like there was this energy that was pulling towards you to be great, to go be successful. And I know you have to leave them, but it's your calling on your life. It's the purpose on your life. So I feel like for a lot of you, I just heard healing is where it's at. You're just really all about healing. You want to heal yourself so that you can heal a lot of energies in your life, so that you can become that successful thing, or have that successful relationship, or attain a successful or a level of success in your life. It's like you're now ready for that. And it's like, in order to do that, I have to stay focused on what I was lying to myself about before, meaning not focus on the negative of, focus on the why you were doing it. And I think that for a lot of you are reflecting as people walk out of your life, or as you walk away from them, or you detach from these belief systems and ways of being. Like, again, why was I ever telling myself that? Why was I ever allowing myself to believe that I could either not leave them, not walk away from them? Why did I feel like I needed them to tell me that I could be confident? Lovely Nobody, you walked away from someone. Some of you have walked away from someone recently who truly feels like I'm listening to them, like this conversation that either they have with themselves in their head. It's like someone who knew that they were toxic, but they didn't think he was going to leave them. I didn't think you were going to leave me. This person gives me that they're very vain and narcissistic in a way. For some of you guys, you had this energy in your life to where someone expected you to kind of just take whatever behavior they gave you. So even when someone knew that they were being very either possessive or dominant or very, I just heard this person who blamed everything outside instead of themselves. Like, this person never like shined a light on their own shadows, or they won't, right? And this person, but it's like, I was just about to say, I know I'm not perfect, but how could you walk away from me? This person wouldn't even say that. They wouldn't say they didn't know that they're not perfect, because this person thinks that they are perfect. Again, this very narcissistic energy in your energy, Lovely Nobody. I feel like somebody just scoffs at the idea that anyone would not want to be my friend, would it be in my inner circle. And I'm not saying that this is not a person that doesn't possess, intelligence or intellect. Maybe they possibly do. Maybe on a level in their life, they stand out very great and they stand out very well. But when it came between you and them, and maybe the world outside of you and them tells them that they're great no matter what. Maybe they have a lot of yes men and yes women in their life, and that's possibly true. Lovely nobody, but you just weren't going to be one of them anymore. So what I'm trying to tell you is part of this person's mission is to get you back in their energy, because how dare you? How dare you walk away? How dare you believe anything other than what I tell you? So if I tell you you're great, there's an egotistical energy in one of you guys' energy. If unless I tell you that you're great, you can't really believe it's true. So lovely nobody, this person could have been the kind of person that would have, I'm just thinking about practical. I'm gonna take a sip of water. Whoever one of these people is in your life, I feel like they just did a lot of talking, but didn't do a lot of doing when it came to you loving nobody. So what I'm trying to say is like in this person's outside life, so the life outside of you and them, it gives me very much that they have or had a lot of yes men in their life, kind of like because of how I stand up, how I present myself. Because somebody gives me the energy that they present themselves very larger than life, maybe very flashy. Maybe this person is very handsome or very sexy, and they always look nice and they always look good, and they know how to let words roll off of their tongue like it's butter. But this person behind the scenes, maybe on a level, didn't work very hard for what they got. And what I'm saying is they had a lot of yes people in their life, but they have a lot of yes people, Oh, yes, everything that you say is right and correct. Oh, I totally agree with it. Oh, you know what? I was thinking the same thing. That type of energy, this person thrives off that. You are just not one of these people loving nobody. And it's almost like in a way, they would love nothing more than to conquer you. I just heard that. They would love nothing more than to conquer you, okay? I feel like there's someone here in your energy that wants you to kind of like to get down a notch. Stop being so confident. Who do you think you are, knowing what you know about yourself? Who do you think you are, facing your truth of you? Who do you think you are, seeing me for who I really am? Who do you think you are for that type of energy? Somebody does not expect people to hold them accountable. There's an energy here again that even when I feel like loving nobody, if you're dealing with this person now, it's the kind of person, or this could have been before for some of you, it's the kind of person that even when you guys fought or you guys kind of detached from each other, I feel like there was never really truly an apology. I think things just picked up again. Does that make sense? I get the energy of somebody like, if there's something going on between you and I, camera, okay. If there's something going on between you and I, like you're going to know how I feel about you, right? And it's like you're going to know that either I'm not dealing with you, I'm not talking to you, I don't agree with what you said. There was this energy I feel between this person. So there would be periods of like silence. We would have a fight and then we wouldn't talk for hours or end of the day. And then all of a sudden you wake up in the morning, it's like, you want something for breakfast? And there was not, it's just like a huge disconnect of communication. There was never a reconciliation. So almost like for some of you guys, you might feel like there was never any like closure to when you had arguments or fights with your person, okay? Very possibly. For some of you guys, the devil just popped out. Devil is here twice in your reading tonight. For some of you guys heavy on the Capricorn, let's clarify these cards. Just with the energy that I'm feeling, lovely nobody, I do feel like there's this, because my energy feels very anxious. I feel anxious. And it's like there's this energy of somebody that like what can I do to get them to talk to me, listen to me, do what I say? Or what can I do to gain control or power of their energy again? Somebody's realized like, I don't want to deal with you no more because all you want to do is like suck the life out of me. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is clarified by the Page of Pentacles. It's like for a lot of you, somebody that wants to reach out to you, loving somebody, it's like you don't even want to deal with it. So for some of you, this person has already sent you a message, right? They've already reached out to you, and you've either kind of like cut them off, ghosted them, didn't really respond how they wanted you to respond. Because I feel like you feel like now that either you're coming out of this or have just came out of this, it's like you feel like, or you're realizing maybe someone never had to offer you what you maybe told yourself that they had to offer you before. Even with this Four of Pentacles trying to pop out right now, it's like you're being very unavailable to this person, and it really bothers them a lot. It's like, I just want to let you know that it really like burns somebody's like, it's like, I just heard grind. What are you saying? It grinds somebody's gears. What the heck? I don't even know what that means. I feel like it just makes me super angry that you won't entertain my drama. Okay, you feel like there's a person that's very immature, lovely, nobody. So I don't care if you and this person are the same age. I feel like when you feel when it comes to situations with this person, they handle themselves in a very poor, immature way. Definitely when it comes to communication, because that's the Queen of Swords. So for one of you, it's like, I'm okay with having a disagreement or an argument, but I'm not gonna lose myself in the argument, right? I'm not gonna lose myself in the words. I'm not gonna just call you out on some random shit, right? While we're arguing and fighting. Well, that's why you just say it out of nowhere. Temporary. It's like you say permanent things with temporary emotions, and then it causes like this huge issue. So I do feel like when the conflict did rise between you and this person, loving nobody, you chose the high road, they chose the low road. And I feel like even if they came back towards you now, because I think they're trying to come back towards you, acting like you were right, I was unfair, I totally did you wrong, I'm very sorry. And for loving nobody, for some of you, they are sorry. For some of you, they do realize like the error of their ways. But what I feel like their disconnect in communication is that they do this over and over and over. Even the wheel might show up in your reading tonight. It's like, I'm always having to recover from what you said to me when you were angry, from how you did me when you got pissed at me. So it's almost like somebody is realizing the more that you go through conflict for a person, it's like, we really are not on the same team. I want to be on the same team with you, but when it's like, I've heard this saying before, and I don't disagree nor agree with that. I just honestly don't know how to address it or feel about it. It's like, you got to go through like the tough stuff to get through it's like, I can't even remember exactly what the saying is. It's like, I don't believe in it necessarily so much that I don't even remember what exactly it is. It's like the energy of somebody knowing that like in order for things to be molded and or shaped into something beautiful, it has to go through periods of like ugliness. Almost like people who feel like you got to go through horrible things with your person to realize how much you love each other. I just don't necessarily agree with that. I do feel like when people go through heavy or tough things in relationships, of course, it can make two people become more attractive to each other, especially when they come out of these challenging things together in a healthy way. Of course, you're going to say, like, you're going to say that. But what I'm saying is because it was a struggle that you went through, but it's because two people chose to, use what they believe the end goal would be. Like they focus on the end goal. Like, I want to, live life or do life with you. And I'm focused on that. So let me handle you in the way that, but I don't feel like as a rule, because I feel like there's a fix in here, right? Somebody feels like there's this rule of engagement when it comes to relationships. It's like, let's go to hell. Let's go. I'm okay with going through the hell to get to the high water. Guys, I feel like, it's a nice thing, but I feel like there's a lot of things that we kind of need to unlearn. And I feel like that's one of them, because it's like going through those periods of hell, what is that doing to you, right? How are we working that out? All I'm saying is like, I do feel like there's someone here that kind of just like, why are you like, we're supposed to go through this. Like, Like, why are you so upset? Why are you walking away from me? Like, see, even with the Seven of Swords, I told you, you don't trust this person, anybody. Seven of Swords with the Ace of Swords in reverse, right? The lie, the miscommunication, the what was said, the what was not cleared up. Lovely nobody. For some of you, there is, I feel like, first of all, it goes without saying that a lot of this reading tonight is heavily tied to your connection with people in your life where one has identified that the relationship, something has to change because we cannot continue like this. You don't trust a person in your energy, lovely nobody. You feel like they're very evasive. This energy of, I just heard diversion. Okay, for some of you, you have someone in your energy that you don't trust them because every time you either, I feel like a lot of you have these moments to where, I'm not gonna say, some of you actually do catch your person in things like, or in lies, or you catch like High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. She's like confirming what I'm trying to say right now. It's like you feel like somebody's not being truthful with you, or giving full disclosure, either on information or something that has to do with you and them, right? But you don't really delve into because I feel like there's someone here who ultimately knows like the truth is going to come forward. Like that somebody here that doesn't go. Now, for some of you, I feel like some of you are the phone stalkers and go through your person's DMs, and if that's you, I mean, you have total free will. But I think that you need to figure out the energy behind that. Like, what is making one do that? What about your belief system and what type of experiences, traumatic or not, make you feel like you have to go through somebody's stuff like that? Because for me, that's like a red flag for maybe I shouldn't be with this person, right? Maybe I need to do something about with myself, or get myself together in an area to where I can either detach from people that I have to do that with, or attract people that I don't have to do that with, right? Eight of Cups is there. You don't trust someone in your energy, loving nobody. Now, for some of you, that's why you walked away from them. Temperance in reverse, Hermit. A lot of major arcana in your reading tonight, so it goes without saying that for some of you, this came about, Spirit came in and kind of like shook up your journey. Because for some of you, you weren't making a move to do it. And I feel like for some of you, it was because they knew that you were going to keep allowing something or someone to take you up, down, round, and round. I just heard that song from the back to the middle and around again. I'm going to be there till the end, 100% pure love. Like somebody knew that they could just do whatever, have these cycles of like, good and bad with you over and over and over. No one's going anywhere. No one's doing anything. I'm going to be with you. You're going to be with me. We're going to cheat on each other. We're going to go through, this or that. We're going to go through periods of, my gambling addiction affecting our money. And it's like this person thought, right? They thought that you were going to just allow this energy to just keep festering, right? This person never was going to change. And I feel like somebody knew that. Some of you knew that the person in your energy was not going to change. That's why you walked away from it. We're clarifying the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is walking away from something or someone that you care about. You love them. But ultimately, you're draining the F out of me. Ultimately, I know that as much as I love you and as much as I care about you, you're just going to keep not changing, keep not wanting to heal, telling everybody, that we all cool and that we're all good, but behind the scenes it's just not. Because I feel like there's something, we're about to clarify this, Queen of Wands. For some of you guys, you guys put a huge face on before, right? You definitely put a huge face on when you were around your loved ones. Some of you, when you were around your friends, if you guys went out, it's like, and I get it, we're out, like we're not just, we want to be private about what we have going on in our life. But I feel like for some of you, you guys lived a total and complete lie. And this is what I'm saying. For some of you guys, even your families are not going to believe either you guys are splitting up or that there's drama going on between you guys, because it's never seemed like it, right? It's always been presented beautiful and packaged until it was, I just heard shit was all good till it wasn't. Okay. For some of you guys, your person had a really bad temper. For some of you guys, the person, or this is you, lovely nobody, I feel like you had to walk away from somebody that when they did get upset, like the way that they use their energy, oh my gosh. It was like either for some of you, it was like a wall of just nothing, not talking to me, not communicating with me, not identifying with your own traumas as to why you even do that to anyone, because it was done to maybe someone when they were a child. For some of you, they get mad at you and they just like lay it all down with the insults and the demasculating and making someone feel disrespected and just yelling and screaming. For some of you, they pick up like they do something toxic. So for some of you, they would go sleep with someone else. They would go do things that intentionally that were unfair to you. This is like not coming home at night. They would do it to like just stir up energy before with you. Some of you guys had people in your life that were that petty. This petty energy, this page, there's a page here. Gives me like when somebody doesn't get what they want from you, right? When you didn't allow them to plug into your outlet of energy, it bothered them. When you acted like you wanted to take the high road and not deal with their drama, whether this is friends, a lot of you, this is love. A lot of you, was a romantic relationship, or it's a marriage. It could be for some of you because the justice is there. Some of you guys could be going through a divorce, an ugly one. Could be. This person, even now, and even with that anxious energy, you remember I was telling you about the anxious energy earlier? You guys see that, Temperance? This person had your, it's like when I came into your presence, it's like you stirred my energy so like you made me feel not good about myself. You made me feel like ugly inside, or you made me feel, it's like someone allowed before you walked away, or this is spirit telling you detach from this energy, detach from this person, because they have you in this energy of just making you feel uncomfortable. It's like when you get in that energy, you immediately, and guys, this is what I'm saying. If you are, spending time alone with yourself, this is you knowing yourself and really tapping into who you are. When you get into an energy and you get around a person, and then you start to second guess yourself a lot, or you start to like think all these negative, non-confident feelings and things, or like you walk into their bathroom and wash your hands, and while you're washing your hands, you're looking at yourself like, God, like I need to, all of these critical things. When you start to get critical, when you're in the presence of someone else, you are most likely under their energy, right? You're tired. You either are an empath, you're tapping into their energy. So guys, you really need to know. And for some of you you realize it's like every time I get around you, I don't feel good. Like I get physically sick, or I get nauseous, or I get dizzy, or I really start to question things when I'm around you. It's because that is their energy on you guys. And I'm telling you, lovely nobodies, for a lot of you, you didn't think that this person was ever going to get to a place of like change. All right, I really need to do something about myself. I'm not effective for them, and I'm also not effective for me, because we're ending this reading with someone trying to release this toxic karmic cycle in their life, right? And I do feel like, lovely nobody, there's somebody here who is going through. So for some of you, you've gone through many, many seasons with one person. It's the same person. Y'all been doing this shit for years. Y'all been going back and forth for 10, 15 years, breaking up to make up, to break up to make up. You doing your thing, they're doing their thing. And it's just like you go back and forth, we come back together. It's just at this point, it's transactional. Let's be real for some of you. For some of you, you have gotten the same face in different people over and over and over again. This reading is a lot about the why behind the what. The why behind the what. It's like these things keep happening to you. Okay. You keep getting the same face in a different area. So 5 years ago, it was your best friend that was acting like that. Okay. 5 years again, now you're having that energy in your career. 5 years after that, now you're married, and now it's happening in your marriage. You get what I'm saying? It's like some of you guys are realizing it's me. I'm the problem. Something about me keeps attracting this energy to me, right? Something about my belief system keeps telling me that either I have to continue to be in this, or I have to keep running from this, or I have to be afraid of whatever. It's like somebody realized like they didn't want to do it anymore. Okay. Now, lovely nobody. For some of you, you already have had a hard time really detaching from this person. And I'm not saying that it's not going to be challenging, because I see for some of you, you really do care about this person. For some of you, you're tied to this person because of your kids. The only thing I can say to that is, for those of you who still have to have this person in your life, you really need to do your due diligence when it comes to learning healthy boundaries. Okay? Because for some of you, you're going to go back down that road. I see it. Some of you are going to go back down that road and continue to go back down that road with this person that is insecure. So when I'm around them, now I'm insecure. Acts like they want to step into their power, but never does. And that energy is going to flow into your life, right? So you might always be up for the new position at your job, right? But you never get it. You just miss it by one. You get what I'm saying? The energy of that is going to be in other areas of your life. So you have to watch out for what you're deciding. The judgment card might come out in your reading tonight. Like, I feel like there is this huge need to decide, especially for those of you who this is resonating with, and you know you keep going back to energies that you shouldn't in your life. You know that for yourself. Queen of Wands is here. Queen of Wands is clarified by the 8 of Pentacles. And the Queen of Wands is a card that lands in the very middle of the reading. Spirit is like, let me tell you something. I have done way too much work getting my shit together. I have done way too much work to allow, right? To allow what I've overcame to overtake my life again. Some of you guys have leveled up in life. Some of you guys have, started to maybe dress better. Maybe some of you guys have started to look better, feel better, step into your power, step into your confidence. Maybe a lot of you are working on like self-help things, right? You guys are maybe watching a lot of self-help videos. Maybe you guys are becoming inspired and doing more creative things. It's like one is starting to really tap into their own source energy, and it feels so damn good for some of you. Some of you are so standing in your power to where it's like you look at the old you and you're like, girl, you was or dude, you were so like, I can't believe I just went through that. I can't believe I just stayed in that for as long as I stayed in it. I can't, for some of you. And don't be so hard on yourself, because I guess looking back, it is some, for some of us, like a, not just the aha moment, but it's like, wow, like I realized how unhealed I was just a few months ago, right? In an area. I realized, because some of you guys have accepted and taken things from people that had someone else ask you for advice in that situation, you would have been like, ma'am, no, sir, no, don't allow people to treat you that way. You stand up for you. You would say that to some of these people. Some of you guys have children, and some of you never would have told your children to stay in some of what you have stayed in. For some of you, you are still in it now. Some of you would never tell your children to stay in what you are actually in right now. Okay? Some of you guys have realized that, because we go to the middle of this reading and we're at the Queen of Wands. Very confident, very powerful. And I think you guys just had the Queen of Wands either the last reading or the reading before. Somebody is stepping into their power, and it's because of the work that you've done to get to this place of, because it took you a lot of mental work first for you to really get the balls to walk away from this energy, right? You had to put it in your mind. Some of you guys had to strategize. Some of you guys, maybe you lived with them and you had to figure out a game plan before you just walked away, because it's like, I got to maybe move and pay for all my own stuff or do this. Some of you guys had to get a game plan first. So for a lot of you guys, the reason why a lot of this confident energy is stepping up is because behind the scenes, you getting to where you are now, it took a lot of mental upheaval for you, right? This person was already like, had you up and down in your thoughts, and your energy had you scattered all the time, every day, times that you didn't need to be. Maybe the energy of this person or this thing, this belief system, whatever this is, it pulled up so much of your mental energy that you weren't able to kind of like tend to some areas of your life. You weren't able to before tap into maybe your creative spaces. You weren't able to do the things maybe that you wanted to, and it was because of all of this energy held up. It's like, I'm free now. I realize I don't want to continue to allow myself to be deprived in areas to where I know I can thrive. It's only me waiting on them that has me, in limbo. Some of you were in life limbo for a while. And some of you guys now are taking your power back, and you're really focused on your healing. The star card is here. You're very much focused on your healing. For some of you guys, you're still a little, some of you guys are just coming out of this. So it's like still this very, it's a tender place in your life right now, right? You're very vulnerable right now. There's a lot of hidden parts, moving parts, a lot of the stepping and delving into the Fool card might come up. A lot of the delving and stepping into this energy of, not only am I more confident about life now, I really feel like what I just went through, I'm not the only one going through it. And it's like, where is my place in that? So some of you guys are in this energy of putting yourself in places to where you can maybe give advice, maybe help people who have gone through what you've gone through. Maybe in your friend circle or your family circle, you have overcame a lot. And it's like, for some of you can be the mouthpiece, right, to healing in certain areas of life, right? So I don't know what that looks like for some of you guys, but I do feel like in 2024, your expertise in coming out of toxic, tumultuous, terrible. I'm grabbing all the T's, guys. Your person might have a T initial. I'm not sure. But some of you guys might find yourselves being the mouthpiece for a lot of healing and teaching moments. I'm hearing healing and teaching moments. Remember earlier I said the beginning of your reading started with a lot of blues and a lot of healing. And even in the star card, the star card is about healing. Like this person has gone through a tough, tumultuous, I'm grabbing T's again. I keep getting drawn to T's, guys. There's a T initial in the reading tonight, but this came right after the Tower. The Tower came right before this star card, and what I'm saying is that someone has gone through a period or a journey of ups and downs. A journey of reflection, because that tower, right, is what we built. It was the belief system, all the ignoring that we did of our intuition, all built up into one big, huge building. And the spirit came in and kicked that shit down, because it's like, what are you doing? You want a life that exists outside of you staying with this jerk. You have to get this jerk out of your life, right? Or spirit is like, what are you doing? And this is like an energetic shakeup. And I don't know how spirit did this in some of your life. This could have been through some of your careers. This could have been through some of your marriages or your relationships. But spirit is like, hey, like spirit, I'm kicking that. I am kicking it down. You keep telling us when no one's looking that you want a certain kind of life. You want to be treated a certain kind of way. You want to experience a certain kind of, some of you guys have wanted to be in and live in the upper echelon for a long time. And I'm talking about of energy. This is not just about money. This is not just about, I'm not being very material right now when I'm speaking. A lot of material wealth is coming into a lot of your hands. Yes. But what I'm saying is like, y'all are about to be in the upper echelon of energy, because you realize first that where you are is directly tied to you. Again, it's me. I'm the problem. I am getting this in my energy because, guys, we attract energy. And I know that for some of you guys in certain areas and when certain things happen, it's hard to say that one attracted a certain energy. But what I'm saying is if you guys heard the analogy that I said earlier, some of you guys are getting the same energy in a different area of your life. Energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can only be transferred. So what I'm saying is if we can really grasp and start to believe that every single thing that is going on in our life is directly tied to us, either our ability to do, our ability to not do, us telling ourselves that we have no control over, us taking the control and the reins back. What are we doing with the cards that we're being dealt with every day? And all I'm saying is a lot of where we are is because of us. That goes without saying. Some of you guys are realizing that, and you're healing in your healing moments. you tell yourself, like, I had to really see myself. Still vulnerable. It still hurts, sometimes when you think about it, but you came through it. And for some of you guys, again, you're about to be the mouthpiece. The star card is an air sign. That's communication, the sign of communication. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. And this is things that are not working. These are not that are not moving in life as fast as we want them to move. That's what the Knight of Pentacles is. So for some of you, you're going to help people get through their tough situations. For some of you guys might already work in the area. Some of you guys might be an advisor or a counselor or of some sort. You could be a financial advisor. There could be somebody that works in the banking industry here. This is a lot of healing and recovering. So for some of you guys, you could be recovering from a financial setback. Right? Some of you guys could be trying to build it back. So I feel like there's somebody here possibly that could be going on a trip, or you have a trip coming up, or you just took a trip and it's like your bag got low, right? Time to re-up. Because you guys know I don't like to say I spent that whole spin thing. Again, spin makes me feel like it's not coming back to me. So some of you guys need to re-up on money, okay? And there's nothing wrong with that. Find areas to where you can. I feel like there is somebody here that is going to turn their like pain into a paycheck. That's for some of you. Some of you guys, like, your gift is about to be elevated because I just heard God brought someone out through waiting. Some of you guys were waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. I don't know, for the answer to something. Maybe waiting and waiting to get out of something. So like I said, for some of you, you got to plan you have to plan an exit strategy before you walk away from something or someone. Maybe this is a friend that you've had for a long. I don't know what or who this is, but I do feel like there is a lot of being able to impart knowledge in areas where we feel like life has made us sit our ass down. And I'm just going to be real. For some of y'all, life kind of took y'all thinking that you had everything in control, thinking that you were just going to keep staying under the radar, right? Thinking that you were just I'm just going to wait and see. Spirit's like, no, I'm about to kick all that shit down. The tower is coming down because it's time for you to be great now. It's time for you to walk away from them now. It's time for you to see who they really are now through this moment, this thing right now, the right now. Okay. And it's because some of you have, and for some of you, if you want to wrap your head around this thing, what I'm trying to say is, for some of you, it's great that this is happening or is about to happen or that it already happened. Because for me, you guys know, I try to see the other side of the coin. And for me, it's like, that means that whatever I'm trying to get is about to come quicker. Like, I ain't like going through that whole tower situation that I just went through. I didn't like going through like losing my person through them cheating on me, but hell, they were cheating on me. So that's, I guess in a way, I'm getting to my blessing quicker, but through this tower, right? Maybe had that person not, had you not caught them, had this not become, on Front Street in front of you, maybe you would have stayed with someone feeling like they were cheating on you. Your intuition telling you, hey, girl, hey, sir, your person got something going on. Every time you ask them, and they give you always feel like they're lying to you. But you don't say nothing, you don't do anything. So for some of you guys, this tower needed to get kicked down. And for some of you guys, I just heard like some of y'all towers needed to get karate chopped down. Some of you guys might be in karate or be a karate instructor or go to karate classes. I do not know. Some of your towers got karate chopped down. And it was because Spirit kept trying to, hey, your people over there, they doing stuff behind your back. Like, hey, that boss that you got, they're going to keep trying to take advantage of you. They're going to keep trying to give you the run around about your paycheck. Towers had to fall because for some of y'all would have let this shit keep going on and happening and happening and happening. And you would have just kept, and for some of you, you kept getting bad luck. That's another reason why. Some of you guys were tied to somebody, and for some reason, you just kept having bad luck in your life. It's because this person was tied to you. Justice is in the reverse. Libra energy. Oh my God, I'm so glad I trust my intuition. Listen, did I not just talk about the tower? Did I not just say Spirit had to come in and karate chop this tower down? I trust my spirits, okay? The justice in the reverse. Spirit was like, oh, you're going to keep letting them treat you bad? You're going to keep letting them give you less than? Okay, we're going to come in and kick all this shit down. It's like uproot all of it. Uproot every single bit of it, because it's tied to evil, it's tied to sadness, it's tied to fear, it's tied to lack, it's tied to a scarcity mindset. I gotta kick this tower down, because if I do not, this person is going to keep allowing themselves to go down the rabbit hole of nothingness or to nothingness, because they are tied to this negative, toxic energy. So for some of you guys, you had a person in your energy that was just taking their free will and doing a whole lot of stuff. It's like for a lot of you guys, I just want to put something into perspective for you. If this is you who walked away from something, who just detached from something, and there's a level of you that's just not sure, maybe it's like all the moving parts. There was much more happening behind the scenes than you know. Much more. So tower is here. Tower is here. For some of you guys, this person wants to, I feel like this person wants to come towards you. Or this is the energy of, right? So for some of you, maybe you've already detached from this person. Maybe it's been months since you've seen them, but you never really healed the energy. Maybe some of you, and just make sure you've done your work, because if not, you're going to get the same energy and another thing. Some of you guys, it's the same person coming back with the same guarded up, not seeing themselves, not dealing with their traumas, not facing their own reality. They're coming back towards you with that, okay? You have free will, but I would just caution you, for whoever is doing that, you already did that before. I feel like this person already showed you before that they couldn't be trusted. Maybe this energy already showed you before. And for some of you guys, this energy could be you. You could have been deceiving yourself for so many years, telling yourself that either you were unworthy of that you were not able to, or that you weren't smart enough to go for that position and So you've always like stayed a just level employee on the same level. Some of you guys haven't gotten a raise in 5 or 10 years, and you're scared to walk in Jim's office, and Jim's office has been like 6 steps away from you for the 5 years that you've been there. But something keeps telling you like, oh, like if I ask Jim for a raise, he's probably going to get pissed. Maybe he won't give me the money, and then I'm going to be blacklisted. It's like a lot of you guys have been telling yourself that you're outside of what you are trying to attain, and it's just not true. And that's part of your tower. Part of this tower is what one believes. For some of you guys, you believe stuff that is just not true for your journey any longer. Maybe it was, believable, or maybe it was something that needed to be maybe addressed maybe years ago. But for some of you guys, you still tell yourself that I can't, right? They won't accept me. I don't have enough. I'm not good enough. But what if I don't? All of these towers, and I'm telling you that tower is usually tied to fear, because a lot of times the reason why we don't listen to God, right? Our inner self, whatever you want to call it, source energy, your gang, whatever you want to call it. The reason why you didn't listen to it was because of fear. You didn't know what would happen if. So we stuck with what was comfortable, or who was comfortable. I don't want to start over in a relationship. I don't want to have to start over at a new job. I don't want to get. It's a lot of this. I don't. For some of you guys have literally been weaning yourself out of that mentality and that behavior. And good for you if you're doing that. We end your reading today with the devil in the reverse, lovelyknowbody. Releasing these toxic energies. Releasing. For some of you guys, you need to release control of an outcome. It's almost like if you want something that's extraordinary, something that's, oh my gosh, I don't remember what movie this is from, but it's somebody said, I know this somebody said literally, somebody is wanting that can't eat, can't sleep, out of the park, over the field, World Series kind of love. That's in a line in some movie. I don't know who that resonated with, but they caught me with that line. So I feel like that is going to resonate with somebody. I don't remember the movie. That's what some of you want. Some of you guys want a dream relationship, a dream whatever. And I feel like some of you guys allowed yourself finally to cut that cord of belief that you can never get it, to cut that cord of belief that you just were going to keep trying, but you never were going to see the fruit of. And yes, you are, and yes, you will. Because now a lot of you are just like on a level, like the only person stopping me truly is me. Some of you guys have realized that, you have grasped it, you have taken a hold of it, and you're like, the only person that's going to keep me down in life right now is me. Before, you were letting other people do it. Now, not now. You're like, if anybody's stopping me now, it's only me. The devil in the reverse is clarified by the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords and the Knight of Swords, both in the reverse. They are losing their shit. Like, their marbles just like all over the table, rolling everywhere, and they're trying. Somebody is so distraught that you don't want to talk to them anymore, lovely nobody. If some of you guys, this has nothing to do with a relationship, it's like the old you that used to reside in your inner wants you to come back to being fearful and to being scared and to being feeling less than, back to the scarcity mindset land, because we don't know what prosperity looks like. What we don't know what's on the other side of prosperity, and you're so scared. So for some of you, it's not. A lot of you, I'm telling you, a person is watching and waiting and stalking. If you got social media, they all on your page. They look incognito. It goes without saying that they don't know what to do, but they also, someone knows why you don't deal with them no more. They realize it, they know it, they understand it. It bothers them. It bothers them that you don't want to communicate with them. But I do feel like for some of you, you realize that like you were not going to no longer allow anyone to control your narrative, right? That devil energy has a lot to do with control, right? It's like being under the control of something toxic. For some of you guys with the swords, toxic communication could be toxic belief system. Some of you guys are, again, like, nobody's gonna control my story for me. And I said it before those cards dropped. It's like, the only person getting in the way of me and my success is like, it's only me. All right. So for some of you guys, like, you had a lot of people in the past that you would allow to stop your shine, stop your grind, stop your movement. And I feel like before, maybe you needed the opinions of other people. Maybe this is a group of people in your life. Maybe this is a person in your life that you feel like maybe at a time in life or on your journey with this person, you did value their opinion. Maybe you did take their advice, or someone saw you as someone that, they could help or, again, impart knowledge on, that type of energy. But I feel like once somebody realized that, because I feel like someone wanted you to always need their opinion, right? Their thoughts, their ideas. Like, this person needed you to need them. So there's a very codependent person in your energy. Lovely nobody, it goes without saying. I do feel like, again, for some of you guys, you got somebody coming back towards you very unchanged, very unchanged, but seemingly and definitely presenting themselves as if they have seen the light. Is what I just heard. Seen the light. Somebody's coming towards you, acting like they've seen the light. Okay. For some of you guys, they are definitely acting. But for some of you, I feel like someone coming back around is, I'm not going to say a test. I feel like it's intentionally being allowed by universal energetic forces. I feel for someone to beat that level, because for some of you, there's somebody something or someone you just keep going back towards, and they are toxic. It is toxic. And if you go down that road, you will become toxic, right? And I'm talking about for some of you from first interaction, and a lot of you, it's going to be first interaction because you know better. And I just heard that, but it's like, that they're probably lying. That there's a huge, percentage, right, that someone has not changed. But for some of you guys, you're going to be like, I want to peek a little bit. And the moment you peek, I'm telling you, it's like the universe is going to shift. The wheel is going to turn, because you're going into it knowing what you're probably going to get. And for some of you guys, that lemons are in the basket. So lemonade is going to get made. You already know. It's like one of those things for some of you guys, there's 100% chance. Like for some of you, you're going to go towards it knowing that there is 100% chance that you're going to get what you got before. Okay. So if that is you, I would just caution you to really look at that, because it's like, why would you keep allowing that? Why do I keep doing this? Why? Like, why do I keep doing this? Red at peace. Hi, welcome. Am I being too gullible? No, I mean, if you identify it as being gullible, I feel like I don't see it as gullible in a way. I guess to the outside looking in, yes, it could be. But what I feel like it's like we keep allowing this to happen to you because we need you to beat the level. So if you want to call it gullible, then that's cool. We've given it a name, but let's go to the why behind the what, right? If one is gullible, it's like, where did I identify with that? Where did I pick up allowing people to just walk all over me? Where did I see that? Where did I grasp that from? And that is what needs to be healed. That is what we need to identify with so that we can heal that. Because if we're being too gullible in one area of our life, what we consider gullible, it's like we have to know that in other areas of our life that is going to show up it possibly will show up. Emotionally unstable causes a lot of shit. Yeah, no, it totally does. It totally does. And that's why I say a lot. Your traumas, our triggers, what happened to us, what they did to us, it is all true. It is all valid, but healing is our responsibility. So I feel like if we keep getting the same energy in different faces, or we keep allowing ourselves to go through the same thing with the person, remember, because life is on a wheel, spirit is like, every time we present this situation right in front of you, for some of you, it's cheating. So I'm going to use that one because that's on the table. So, right. So you go through cheating, right? So this is either with the same person, you go through it, and I don't even know what you do or don't do to work it out or to heal from it. But then 6 months later, they cheat again, right? It's just, the energy is going to keep coming back until spirit, we throw it at you, right? They're like, we throw it at you. And this time it's like, all right, we got to see what Christy does this time. Okay. All right. Okay. She took them back. Okay. Well, she had free will, right? But we need her to beat this level, because if she doesn't beat this level in another area of her life, she's going to let somebody get over on her. And what if we want to give her a company one day and she becomes a CEO? We cannot let her be the kind of CEO that would let people walk away from her. She's not going to be a CEO of a company and watch an employee steal a $500 out of the register and keep them on as an employee. We cannot allow her to be okay with that energy. So let's keep allowing it until someone beats the level. Okay. Hey, Deborah, thank you for coming in. Yes, and I do resonate with that. Red, cheating is a method of escape from the shit, is what he wrote, or what you wrote. And what I'm saying is yes, and I do feel like, again, cheating for me, it identifies a void, right? A void. And that's fine. You can call it cheating. You can call it whatever you want. But what I'm saying is it's tied to an energy. So what is that energy, right? What is that energy? Because if we don't identify with the energies to heal the energies, guys, remember, energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can only be transferred. So if we don't heal it as many times as we can, right? If we can't beat the game, every time one of these things comes at us, it's going to keep coming to us until it's like, oh, okay, you didn't beat the level in relationships when it comes to cheating. All right, now in 6 months in your job, there's going to be something that happens that has to do with deception, right? It's going to happen, okay? And you didn't beat that level. All right, so 6 months later, it's going to happen with your kids. It's going to keep happening, guys. And all I'm saying is it's we should do our due diligence. For some of you guys, you're totally realizing that I have control over healing these structures, these foundational belief systems that are no longer serving me. Okay. I have the power to allow myself to overcome these things, to become better, to rise above the occasion of allowing myself to kind of like sit still and stay under the radar, right? Because some of you guys want things that are extraordinary in life. Some of you guys want things that are like beyond the scope of what a person can even imagine or believe. And for some of you guys, it's so attainable, but you keep allowing yourself to go down the road and down the rabbit hole with these full energies in your life. Let's see. A lot of people feel trapped and we may escape in a wrong way out and repeats the wrong. Yes, that is so true. And you're so right. These things are going to keep repeating each other until we learn to heal them, right? So for some of you guys, you got people who have not just on their own, you've allowed them to kind of like take your voice, take your power, maybe disrespect you, maybe treat you wrong, maybe not do their, maybe not give you your flowers, right, while you were together. And some of you guys are realizing that, but also for some of you, because it's two sides to every coin, and I can't do this reading without saying, for some of you guys, you're going to be still dealing with this toxic energy for a little bit, possibly. For some of you guys, you might be continuing to allow these energies in, and all I can say is everyone has free will. You're not going to do it until you're ready, and that's fine. It's totally up to you how long your journey takes on some things, but just know that you have the power right now, because after you leave this reading, you have to be changed in forever, right? Some of this stuff isn't even stuff you ever heard before tonight. So what I'm saying is you cannot leave this reading the same as you came. Right? You have more information, you have more knowledge. If any of this has sparked out to your spirit or has sparked out to you at all, no matter how much I shuffle this, the devil keeps coming up. You have the power to change yourself, right? And you're only going to do it when you're ready, but it's like how much longer are you going to keep unseeing? How much longer are you going to keep telling yourself that you got to wait for your blessings to come? Because this is literally, guys, you waiting to do something that you know is for your highest good. It's only you telling you, the little you, the inner you, right? It's okay, Christy. You just wait for your blessings, right? You have the power to change them. And you could change right now, and tomorrow you could shift your whole trajectory and so many things come towards you energetically. Or you could just keep waiting. You could just keep letting them, walk all over you. You could just keep, having that toxic belief system. You could just keep whatever this is, right? Just keep doing it. You do have free will, but it almost behooves some of you guys know that something that you want is outside, is just on the other side of you taking that leap into the unknown of you, right? The unknown of you. I feel like for me, I'm a water sign, so I'm a Pisces, and I feel like for me, my emotional space is such a free-flowing space for me because I love and I love emotion. I love being nice and I love being happy and I like kind people and I like beautiful things. Very emotional, very dreamy in nature is truly what I am. So, but I like the action-oriented side of life. So for me, the fire energy within me is what I would love to learn more about, like being more spontaneous and doing more creative things. And I'm stepping into my confidence in areas that I never did before. So it's almost like I choose sides of me, that levels of me that I want to be. Even though it's not that I don't want to, it's not that I don't, for me, it's almost like I'm getting ahead of these energies before they come to me, right? Because I know God is going to try us on every level, right? We are going to try us on every level. The good, the bad, the ugly, we are going to try us, and life is going to try us on every level. And for me, I choose parts of me that I want to step into. I choose parts of my fears that I have, my insecurities that I have, to purposefully walk into them and just like, okay, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do to kind of get ahead of this energy? What can I do to beat this level? Let's see. Love, kindness, healthy relationships are things we need. Yes, so true. We don't get respect, so we cheat eventually. I totally agree with that. And I feel like even with what you're saying, I think we're saying the same thing, maybe just a different way. And what I'm saying is I feel like that not getting respect, that's an energy, right? So we did a thing because we weren't getting something in one area, so we went and did something else. And that's fine because one had free will to do that. But what is tied to why we did it, right? That's what I encourage you to get to. That's what I encourage all of us to get to, is the why behind our what tonight. I'm going to leave you guys with one card of advice. One card of advice, Spirit, for the lovely nobodies. I hope something I was able to say tonight helped some of you guys. I hope that specific things that I said resonated with you. You got the clicky moments, things just sparked off in your mind about this situation that you inquired about. But for advice, 8 of Swords in the reverse. Release it's like for some of you guys, you need to release this narrative. For some of you guys, let's just put this card, I'm going to show it to you in the upright. Okay, let's just look at her. Look at her on this card. First of all, and I think you guys got this card in your last reading, 8 of Swords. She's telling herself that she can't get out of this. I don't even know what this is. It gives me silk. It gives me tissue. It gives me whatever it is. It's not bound. It's not right. She's not chained down. She's not locked down. She's not held down. She's telling herself that she cannot get out of this seemingly trap that she's in, but she's not, right? All she has to do maybe is wiggle a little bit. Girl, pull this blindfold off and let's like get to the next thing. She's afraid to do that. She's telling herself that she's stuck. In the reverse, this is someone, and the advice was release first of all that victim mentality. Just like I said a second ago, your traumas, your triggers, the things that we've gone through, they are true, they are valid, they are correct, but healing them is one's own responsibility, right? And I feel like what Spirit is saying, stop telling yourself that thing that happened to you, whenever it happened to you, I don't care if it's 3 weeks ago, I don't care if it was 30 years ago, that thing that happened to you is why I can't be the level in life. That thing that happened to me, well, they did this to me, and ever since then, I have never been able to Okay, how long are we going to keep telling ourselves these things? So for some of you, it is definitely time to release these energies of what we tell ourselves, which we know on a soul level is just not, it can't be true anymore. It can't be. Like, how long is she going to stand there, right? How long is she going to stand there before she really tries to like wiggle her way out of this? She's telling herself she's stuck. So for some of you guys, release the narrative that you have about a thing. So if this is career, stop telling yourself that you don't deserve more money. Like, you remember when I just gave the analogy about the employee in Jim's desk is right there. You've been working for Jim for 5 years, but you're afraid to ask for a raise. Shoot your shot. Ask for your raise. Like, there's something that you're telling yourself as to why you can't walk in that room, okay? For some of you guys, even in that reading, I'm going back to the things that I saw when it comes to things like people being deceptive, infidelity, you feeling like people are not telling you the truth about things. Some of you guys just didn't say anything, like, well, I don't feel like they're telling me the truth. I feel like they're lying. But you would just go and get in your head, right? Get in your head, but you wouldn't confront. Right. For some of you guys, maybe Spirit is calling for some of you to call something out. It's what we started out with the Queen of Swords. Call it out. It's like whatever we are telling ourselves that we can't get out of, that we cannot overcome, that we can't change, that we can't move away from or move towards. It's a lie. It's confirmed. It's a lie. It's not a belief system that we need to continue to hold on to. So lovely nobody, whether that be belief system, whether that be a person, whether that be an ideal, Spirit is saying, will you release it? Because whatever you want in your life is on the other side of you believing that you can have it, that you're worthy of it, that you being open to receiving it. For some of you guys, you don't even know how to take compliments. Some of you guys are so not open. You are not even open to someone's compliment to you. So what do we need to release today, guys? I feel like there is a lot of communication. Maybe this is some of you who have had like bad communication with someone. Maybe you had a fight with a loved one. Maybe you had a conversation with something and things got too heated and things went too far. Some of you guys need to bury the hatchet. I'm getting very much just bury the hatchet. Bury the hatchet with yourself and bury the hatchet with maybe people that you want to move on from or move on with. Okay. For some of you guys, you need to be okay with leaving your past to become this new you, right? For some of you guys, you're walking into the sunshine of sunshines in energy, in money, in family, in career, in love. And all you have to do is just tell yourself that was the old you. And yes, those things happen, but those things made me who I am now. And I wouldn't be as confident in what I want now, because what you just went through taught you a lot about what you want in a relationship. What you just went through taught you a lot about what you don't want in your relationships, in your life, whether they be business, money, family, career, whatever they are, whatever area. This new journey, you are not letting anything or anyone get in the way of what you tell yourself is available to you. Like, okay, I know that we're going through like a little bit of period of, confusion, or there's immediately a financial need in my home right now, or I don't know about this job transition and I don't know if I'm going to have enough money to those types of things. But it's like now the way you handle those things is like, I know that it's going to get worked out, right? I know that I'm going to be able to move this or that to make that happen. I know that I'm worthy of receiving love because I'm healthier. So I'm going to attract healthier people. So for some of you guys in that star card, it's like you're telling yourself, these things are available to me. I just was kind of spinning it the wrong way to myself. It's like before when you went through a thing, you told yourself like, oh, I'm in this. Oh Lord, I'm just lacking. I'm not going to be able to come out of that. And every time I deal with that, this is how I'm going to handle it because I don't know. Now you're holding yourself accountable, lovely nobody, and spirit sees it. So what do you need to release tonight? What do you need to release? Who do you need to release? What are you telling yourself that is just not true for you anymore? What needs to fall? Okay. Guys, this is a reading that I have for you tonight. I hope that your ancestors, your gang was able to give you something that you need tonight. Thank you so much, Kayla. I appreciate it. My hair is just all over the place right now. She put love the hair. I'm just on this journey of just allowing it's like I'm meeting a new me, and I hope some of you feel this energy or can identify with this. It's like just really getting to know yourself, knowing what you really, really like, playing with colors. I've been doing a lot of different things in my life, and it's making me tap into levels of myself that I hadn't identified truly with before. So, but it took a lot of me releasing things that I was telling myself that I could do or that I couldn't do. Or I think I told you guys this months ago, I was so afraid because I'm single. I was so afraid to travel alone a lot. And last year I started getting on planes and traveling places on my own. And it's like, guys, meet these new levels of yourself. Meet the new you. I don't care if it's every week. Meet a new you in an area of your life every week and watch your life change. Okay. So lovely nobody, I love you very much. I hope again that I was able to give you something that you can take and that you can use and that you can share with others. I hope that your week is amazing. You guys know we will be back here on next Saturday night at 9:44. I'm going to throw a few shorts, maybe a couple of videos, sprinkle those in maybe next week when I have time for you guys. But guys, until the next reading, just really trust yourselves, trust your intuition, be open to receiving so much abundance this week. Be open to receiving these people's compliments. Let these people hold the door open for y'all, okay? Tell yourself that you're worthy of the best, right? Appreciate yourself, love yourself. I love you guys all. Thank you.